Hello, Africa. My name is Eunice Tornyi, and this is eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. It is the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. Wow, I'm so happy to be meeting you this week. The conversations have been very active on our various social media pages, and I really like the way you've been chatting us up. This week promises to be very exciting, as we told you already, and I can't wait to get our guests to begin to talk to us about Green Ghana Day. However, I'll always like to acknowledge my sponsors who are making it possible for us to be having this show. Chana Shetor, thank you so much for always having our back. Chana Shetor is Ghana's #1 pepper sauce. And when you add Chana Shetor to your meal, believe you me, it's going to be so tasty. It's going to be attractive, and anyone who tastes the food will definitely let you know that it's worth trying out. If you've not tried Chana Shetor, please find it at the nearest store close to you. Their phone number is right now at the base of your screen, and then please give them a call and make your orders right now. My beautiful outfit is put together by Afariwa Styles. Afariwa Styles can be located on Instagram and Facebook at afariwa.styles. If you want to go there, that's also fine. You can locate them at Osu or along the Teshinungwa Road at Container Bus Stop precisely. And their phone number also is being scrolled right now at the base of your screen. They are into contemporary ladies and gents outfits, and they are ready-made. So once you get into the store, you fit something. If it works for you, then off you go. And they've got it in variety of colors. They also have got accessories when it comes to the necklaces, the earrings, shoes, bags that will go with it. Everything is there. So you just walk in and you walk out looking gorgeous. And oh, my hair is proudly put together by Awo's Hair. You can find her on Facebook and Instagram at Awo's Hair. If you want to have your hair bleached, if you want it braided, if you want a wig cap, Awo can take care of all of that for you. I need you to give her a call and let her know exactly what it is that you want. Good. Now that I have said thank you to my sponsors, I want to say if you're sitting there and watching me and you want to be part of this program as a sponsor, please give us a call or come to eTVGhana Studios and we'll definitely give you a package that is going to suit you. But now I'll take you over to the 60 seconds update where we get to celebrate one woman who is making things or who made things happen when it comes to our environment. So let's link you up to that footage.
Wangari Maathai was a Kenyan environmental activist who founded the Green Belt movement, which campaigned for the planting of trees, environmental conservation and women's rights. The first woman in East and Central Africa to earn a doctorate degree, Maathai was elected to parliament and appointed Assistant Minister for Environment and Natural Resources from 2003 to 2005. Her work was internationally recognized when in 2004 she became the first African woman to receive the Nobel Peace Prize for her contribution to sustainable development, peace and democracy.
You're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Show, the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. Thank you so much for being with us. So we're going into the conversation of the day, and that has to do with Green Ghana Day. There has been a lot of discussion, a lot of press meetings, conversations around this special day, and Ghanaians are really eager to, have this day come to pass. And that's on the 11th of June. I'm not going to say too much because my guest is seated here to tell us everything that we need to know about Green Ghana Day. And the beautiful thing about today's show is that naturally women are naturals and we like to protect the environment. So let's see how we can also use that virtue to amplify our protection of our environment. Now let me make welcome our guest for tonight. She's going to introduce herself and then we take the conversations from there. Welcome, Aunt Joyce.
Thank you, Eunice.
Nice to see you, and I really like your outfit.
Thank
Whoa,
you so much.
beautiful. Could you please introduce yourself to our guests so that they get to know who it is we're talking to?
Good evening, our guests out there. My name is Joyce Ofori-Kwafo. I work with the Forestry Commission as the head of Corporate Affairs and Media Relations. That is all that I can say for now.
Okay. So we are in safe hands. She is the one in charge of media relations, so every information that should be given will be from a reliable source. Nice. So 11th of June, that has been the communication. That is Green Ghana Day. Why did we choose 11th of June?
Yes, we chose 11th of June for the Green Ghana Day because June is the wettest month in the year across the country. We get a lot of rains during June, in the month of June, so that the rains can water the plants that we are going to, the seedlings that we are going to plant. Because some of the seedlings may be planted at places where it will be impossible for anyone to water them. In that case, we fall only on God, who is the giver of rain, to give us the rains. And they normally come in June to July, so that as we go into August, some will get some rains. And if even when the rain stops, we are sure that the earth has received enough rainfall to keep the seedlings for some time, so they can grow very well.
Fantastic. Yes. That goes to say that some kind of thinking has been put behind this.
Precisely so.
Amazing. This show is actually broadcast here in Ghana, and people across Africa and the world get to watch. So let's kind of give them a background as to what Green Ghana Day is all about. So that now that they know we have a day set aside on the 11th of June to actually plant, and this day was chosen because of the rainfall pattern here in Ghana.
Yes.
Now we know that. So let's make them understand what exactly this day is about. Give us a background.
Yes, the Green Ghana Day is an initiative by the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapo. If you remember, in the President's last State of the Nation's address, he made mention of the need to plant trees to green the country. So the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, together with the Forestry Commission, came up with this idea that we have to green our country. We have to restore our degraded forests. We have to beautify our communities. Therefore, we came up with this idea that we are going to plant 5 million trees in a day. Simultaneously, 5 million trees, and it's happening across the country all in one day.
Amazing.
Yes, that is very, very amazing. So that is briefly the background of Green Ghana Day. And it has a theme. The theme is forest landscape restoration, planting 5 million trees in a day. Forest landscape restoration, planting 5 million trees in a day. The emphasis is on in a day.
In a day?
Yes. So we want everyone to have their seedlings on or before 11th June. That is Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday. The next day is Friday. So on Friday, we are all going to plant that 5 million trees. That is where the emphasis is. So we want to get that critical mass on Friday, where everybody, every Tom, Dick and Harry in Ghana will get to pick their seedlings and go and plant on Friday, 11th June.
Awesome. So now that she's made us to understand what the background is around Green Ghana Day, I'd like to link us up to a footage on Green Ghana Day so that we get a better understanding, or to amplify the understanding we've gotten from Joyce. Let me link you up right now.
It is said that the earth will not continue to offer its harvest except with faithful stewardship. We cannot say we love the land and then take steps to destroy it for use by future. Ghana's environment has always been one to explore as it resonates peace in totality. Years have rolled by and we have been apt in keeping the environment alive with effective campaigns like the Green Ghana Project, where afforestation was rife. Looking back, our vegetation lacked nothing in its purity. Our forests, Achimota, Etiwa, Kakum, amongst many others, had great vegetation that stood tall in beauty across the sub-Saharan region.
We cannot look on as our very existence as a country is put in jeopardy and our water bodies, forests, and landmass are destroyed. Even with the ban, it has been a never-ending battle with the Galamseyers. And I'm sure the House will want to join with me in paying tribute to the members of our forces in the Operation Vanguard that are protecting our environment. They are Ghanaian patriots of the first order.
Our lands were filled with natural resources and gave us so much pride as a country. Resources that were once mined by law and gave the country the deserved revenue have been illegally mined and left the country stained with the term galamsey. Our rivers once had life and were a source to behold. Pra, Birim, and Cobra, Oti provided for the entire nation on a large scale. There were also sources where communities resorted to before the initiation of the boreholes by the government in these surrounding communities. Now, what do we see? Depleted lands, deforestation, illegal mining, dirty water bodies that have left our precious country to bleed.
In the last 4 years, so much has been achieved in cleaning up this industry, training miners in the best methods of mining, introducing community mining, enacting additional regulatory legislation. But the reality is that illegal small-scale mining remains a major problem. I am confident that the new energetic Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and a Member of Parliament for Damango constituency, the Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, will rapidly facilitate the holding of this national dialogue and will work to build on the progress of his predecessors by enhancing regulation of this sector, which should be anchored on the protection of the environment and on community mining.
To have a beautiful Ghana, we need to rise. We must work together. Our land and natural resources need to be protected. Be a citizen and let's restore our land to its initial state. A land of natural resources filled with milk and honey promotes peace and comfort.
This is why His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has invited all of us, chiefs, academia, politicians, president and past policymakers, industry practitioners, civil society organizations, and many others gathered here today to help devise solutions to save our environment. Thank you all for coming on board, and for the sake of our country, let's get to work.
This is an initiative by the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Hashtag Restore Our Lands. Hashtag Green Ghana.
Wow, so you see how our lands have been degraded by the activities that have been going on, and for that reason, the Forestry Commission, the ministry, they've all come together, even with opinion leaders, advocating that we all restore our lands back to the state that it used to be. I would like us to go for a quick commercial break. But before we go there, I'd like to remind you that Auntie Joyce mentioned something about having to plant 5 million trees all in one day. And we will all want to know exactly what the plan is and how we'll get to plant 5 million trees exactly in one day on the 11th of June. When we return from the break, she'll get to explain all that. So do not go away. And you're welcome back to the studios of eTVGhana as we present to you a show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. And it is beautiful to know our guest is a woman, and she's actually the person in charge of communications and media relations at the Forestry Commission. And just before we went on the break, we're going to ask her how 5 million trees are going to be planted in Ghana all in one day. So please let us know how that's going to happen.
I can see that, Eunice, you are a bit scared.
Yes.
About how we are going to plant 5 million trees. But as I sit here, I can confidently tell you that we've planted already over 5 million trees.
Wow.
It's been done already. What we started doing was that the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, together with his team, his deputies, went round and spoke with all opinion leaders. The Chief Executive of Forestry Commission, Mr. John Alote, and his team also did the same all across the country, all the 16 regions. They spoke with traditional authorities, opinion leaders, politicians, the national chief imam, the clergy, to seek their support and to also secure their buy-in for the Green Ghana project. Now, through that, it came out in the media, and the public got to know about what we intend doing. Now, the main thing in this whole thing is that we need seedlings to plant, because without the seedlings, there wouldn't be any Green Ghana. Now, Forestry Commission has seedling nurseries in all the 16 regions throughout the country and all the 50 forest districts. That is how we call it, forest districts across the country. So we've gathered all the seedlings from there. Now, what we have wasn't enough. So we fell on private nursery developers, those who plant seedlings as private individuals who are not under Forestry Commission. So we've secured seedlings, we've purchased seedlings from them all over the country. The seedlings are, some are multi-purpose seedlings, some are fruit seedlings, and we've gathered all these things and sent them to the various seedling collection points around the country. The publicity has gone on, and I think we are even overwhelmed by the response of Ghanaians. And at this point, I'd like to say a big thank you to Ghanaians for supporting this innovative idea. We are overwhelmed. So what we expect Ghanaians to do is that Friday, that is 11 June, as you wake up in the morning, just pick your seedling. That is if you have gone for it already. But if you haven't, we have tomorrow and we have Friday. As the show goes on, I'm going to tell you where you can get your seedlings. Yes. Pick your seedling and just go and plant. Be it in your house, in your community, or on that land that you have designated for the tree planting exercise. So this is how we are going to do it. We are more than ready for this program, and I know it's going to be successful.
Okay, so in other words, what you're saying already is that when we get the seedlings, wherever we find ourselves, in our homes, in our churches, in our various communities, across the entire country, just find the space there and do the planting.
Yes.
And Ghana, we're over 22 million, almost 30 million. And when the census comes again, we're going to see how many it is that we are. So if we have just about 10 million people even planting, we're going to definitely have over 5 million trees.
Yes, and Eunice, the thing is, people are planting more than one. One individual can collect like 50 seedlings, 100 seedlings, especially the churches. In fact, they've done so well. They've done so well. Individuals and groups, they've come for the seedlings and they are going to plant. So it tells you that the response has been very positive. And this program is going to be a big success at the end of the day.
Amazing. And what we also like is the fact that you're also reaching out to women here on this show, trying to get them also to buy into it. Because, you know, women, let's try and get our family members, you know, our children, everybody should just get into this planting, because the planting is for every Ghanaian. Once you can put the seedling in the ground, why not? You can always do it. So let's see how the publicity is looking like around this. If you've not seen it already, let's link you up to it.
Green Ghana Day. On the 11th of June 2021, Green Ghana Day, we are planting 5 million trees. Let's plant 5 million trees today for the next generation and also for today. Let's plant 5 million trees today for the next generation. His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Vice President Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Speaker of Parliament, all parliamentarians, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abuji Nagbo will be there. The clergy, the National Chief Imam, schools and colleges, all institutions, children and adults will participate. Join, sing the song, yeah. 5 million trees today. Everybody come along, yeah. Generation and also for today. Let's plant 5 million trees today for the next generation and also for today. Improving wildlife, protecting our water bodies, greening the land and homes. Let's talk about the singing birds in the forest. Without trees, how do they exist? Beautification of our communities and shade for relaxation, medicinal benefits, yeah. Let's plant 5 million trees today for the next generation and also for today.
So everyone is involved, from the youngest to the oldest in Ghana. Let's all join together to plant 5 million trees on the 11th of June. So let's go to you. Let's find out, how do we get the seedlings?
Yes. The seedlings are available at all Forestry Commission regional and district offices across the country. As I mentioned earlier on, Eunice, we have 16 regional offices and 50 district offices across the country. So if you go to any of these places, you can get your seedling. Okay. Now you go to the regional coordinating centers, MMDAs in Accra. If you go to the ministries, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, they are there. Plus some other places. The churches also have them where they will plant. So some of the churches have also sent their seedlings round in their various churches across the country. So the seedlings are available there for collection. Now, when you go to the collection point, you'll be required to fill a form where it will take your contact details, your name, your email, your telephone number, a landmark to the place where you are going to plant, especially for those who collected a lot of seedlings, because of the monitoring exercise that will follow after the exercise. Right. So that if even you are not there, we can quickly or easily trace where you planted the seedlings to go and have a look at them and see how they are faring. So you'll be required to fill this form so that we get all your details for easy tracking. That is the only condition. Apart from that, the seedlings are free. Okay. Virtually free. You don't pay a dime for them. Just go and collect as many as you want, but make sure that you plant them.
Okay, so you do not collect them and then keep them at home.
No,
if
please.
You're collecting as much as you can, ensure that you get all of them planted.
Exactly, on 11th June.
On 11th of June.
On 11th of June, yes.
Okay, so you partly answered the next question I was going to ask you. I was going to say, beyond the planting, what happens? How do we get to talk about the nurturing? But we'll talk about that right after this break. Do not go away.
Green Ghana Day. Thanks to the government of Ghana and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, we are planting 5 million trees across Ghana. Are you ready?
I have to plant a tree to save our environment.
Be part of the 5 million tree planting exercise on June 11 and save our country. Pick your seedlings from Forestry Commission District Office or District Assembly Office today. Be a citizen, not a spectator. Green Ghana, let's go planting. This is a campaign proudly brought to you by the Government of Ghana under the auspices of the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources.
Let's go planting 5 million trees.
And you're welcome back to eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. You just watched the footage where everyone was being, advised to go plant, especially on the 11th of June. And the conversation has been really interesting. If you just joined us, you haven't really missed, you'll still be able to catch up, okay? We want to find out from our guest today, what kind of seeds are we expected to be planting? Because somebody may think, okay, it's supposed to be maybe an iroko tree, supposed to be a mango seed, maybe hibiscus flower. People may not really understand what kind of seedlings they're expected to be planting. So please let us know exactly what kind of seedlings we are looking at here.
We have a lot of trees, seedlings available. We have acacia, baobab, we have nyamidria, cashew, neem, bamboo, golden shower, cedrella. We have orange, tangerine, coconut, shedua, we have melina, mahogany, tree of life, mango, we have mansonia, we have muraya, moringa, mimosa, we have avocado, we have African rosewood, and there's another one called monkey bread or monkey biscuit. Weeping willows, rain tree, cassia, teak, emire, ofram, veitchia palm or Christmas palm tree, share tree, and a whole lot of others. So if you visit the Forestry Commission's regional or district office, then you speak with the manager in charge or officer in charge, and the person will tell you which seedlings are available for collection at that particular time. Because the seedlings distribution started from 4th June. So since 4th June, groups and individuals have been coming to our offices to pick up their seedlings. So I encourage each and every Ghanaian, if you haven't gone for yours, kindly do so early tomorrow morning, because people have collected their seedlings for planting on 11 June, which is this Friday.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Wow. So if you've not decided yet to be part of the planting exercise, I think it's really important for you to decide so, because I mean there are so many benefits that accrue to Ghanaians as people and also as a country if we decide to green our country. And I think some of them have been mentioned already in the footage, but to Joyce, can you just take our people, our audience through, you know, some of the benefits, you know, of getting trees planted? Because somebody could be asking, and to me, no, I then. If I plant, then what happens?
Yes.
You see? So what are the benefits to
the
us?
The first benefit we get from trees is food, the food that we eat.
Okay.
Apart from somebody who has decided to fast, everybody, every human being in this world have eaten. All things being equal, let me put it that way. The food that you ate is from a tree.
True.
The cloth that you are wearing is from a tree. You took a medicine this morning or this afternoon. It's from a tree. The benefits are many. You drank water. You use it to cook, to bathe. It's from a forest. And the river bodies are protected by trees. Look at how beautiful our communities look when we have trees around them for shade. Now, one good aspect of planting trees, one good benefit of planting trees is that they give us the air that we breathe, and we also give them the food that they need. It's a give and take affair. Human beings breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, and that is what the trees also use to prepare their food. So the more trees we plant, the more food we give them, and then the more good air or oxygen they also give us. So this is a very simple analysis. If for nothing at all, think about the air you breathe, and then that alone should encourage you to plant a tree. So if we don't plant trees and then the air gets trapped in the air, that's what brings about climate change, heat in the system. Now look at the weather. The sun shines as if when I came here in the afternoon, your host at Happy FM said the person who is on duty today is very, very wicked because I think he has increased the temperature. So we just, you know, made fun of it and laughed. I was wondering who was on duty this afternoon, who has increased the temperature that the sun was scorching us so much. So if we're able to plant trees, we will be able to mitigate climate change, which has become a topical issue, a very disturbing situation all over the world now. And apart from all these benefits, it's a form of income generating activity. We have people who are into large scale, you know, plantations development. And when you set foot in their plantations, you'll be amazed. And also for those who do nurseries, there are a lot of women in nursery seedling production. And it gives them money. It gives them money.
So there's an opportunity there, women.
Yes, there's an opportunity for women.
Having these nurseries,
exactly.
As a woman, there's an opportunity to make money from there.
Yes, and when you do the plantations, you can also do beekeeping in them, honey production. You put your beehives under the trees, and then the bees will come and make honey for you. You just sit there, fold your arms, and you make money. There are a lot of benefits from tree planting. A lot of benefits. So I'll take this opportunity to encourage every Ghanaian to be part of this great program which comes off on Friday, 11th June. for the benefits that it has for all of us.
Thank you very much for letting us know all of that. As usual, I'd like to acknowledge those of you who are watching us from within Ghana and outside. I have not forgotten you at all. And I'm going over, I'm seeing a wave all the way from Melbourne, Australia. Is from Charles Frimpong. Charles says he's watching and his comment is, let's support Green Ghana Day. And then I see Eji Kenwosu from Abuja. He says, wow, Ghana is not doing badly at all. They are actually and truly the black star of Africa. Thank you very much, Eji Kenwosu. And I also see another comment from Anastasia. You are waving at us from Dubai and you're saying greening is the most important thing a society will do for their children and for the generation yet unborn. Kudos to you, Ghana, for this initiative. Thank you so much. And I'm seeing so many other waves. I see from Togo, I see from China, Japan, Bangkok. I also see a lot of waves from within Ghana. In fact, I can see almost all the regions. I see from Sunyani, Accra, I'm seeing from Tema, I see from the Volta region, I see from Axim, Hafasini, and I'm seeing lots of waves also from Laura, Bogatanga, Bole, Bamboy. Wow, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm seeing somebody called Onchale Guy. He says, good evening. Charles Frimpong has also sent another comment. He says, the environment. Trees help to combat global warming by absorbing carbon dioxide, removing and storing carbon while releasing oxygen back into the air. They also reduce wind speeds and give us cool air. For those who lose moisture and reflect heat upwards from their leaves. Thank you so much for joining the conversation, Charles Frimpong. I will get to read other comments as they drop in, but I'll have to link us up to the final commercial break. When we return, if you've got to give us a call right now about what you want to find out around Green Ghana, the phone lines will be activated. You're welcome back to the show, and it's all about Green Ghana Day come 11th June 2021. Now we'd like Auntie Joyce to demonstrate to us how to actually plant these seedlings, because they come in some rubber and we really don't know what to do with it. Some of us don't, so she's going to show us how to do it. So please let us understand how to be able to plant this successfully.
Thank you, Eunice. So this is your seedling.
So what seedling is this?
This is a palm.
Okay.
Yes, a palm seedling. So this is your seedling. Now, when you take it like this, first of all, we assume that you might have identified the place where you are going to plant it. So you dig a hole. The hole should be this deep, just like the length of the root ball. This is what we call the root ball.
Okay.
The soil on the seedling is the root ball. Now, and then it should be as twice as wide as the root ball.
Okay.
So it is like this. So it should be twice this, so that it will be comfortable in there. Now we see that there's this black polythene bag on it. You remove it gently so that it doesn't affect the roots. And then you place it in the hole that you have dug. In the deep hole that you have dug. Now, when you put it in there, you cover the soil with it. You don't make it into a mound. No, it is not like yam. Okay. You make sure it is on the same level as the earth, as where you dug the hole, and then you cover it. After that, you can use your hand or even your leg to stamp on it so that it becomes a bit firm, and also the air comes out. Then you start your watering process.
Okay, so you water immediately after you put it in the ground?
Yes, you have to water it, so that it starts getting moisture right from there. So this is how it's planted. But then with some seedlings, there are some specifications. There are some, the officer will have to tell you how to dig a particular hole for a particular tree seedling. So whatever you collect, if you are not very sure, kindly speak with the officer in charge for the person to guide you on how to plant it.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Wow, this is so simple. And I'm just wondering why we've not been all involved in this all this while. It's so simple.
The awareness was not there. And now that we've started, every year we are going to do it. Every year the targets will be increased. We know this year's own, as I mentioned earlier, it's a success. It's a success. We are done with it. it's a huge success, and next year the target is going to go
be
up.
Increased.
Yeah.
What I like about the whole thing is that with the increased awareness, people will begin to now think around leaving space for greening. Because now when you go to people's homes, everywhere is tiled. People hardly think about greening the place. It's all about what kind of pavement blocks am I using and all that. But now that the awareness is there, people will now begin to make space for trees in their homes or even in their surroundings.
Yes, Eunice, we are all guilty. We are all guilty. This afternoon, a man called me. He said he wants to plant, but he has concrete in his house, the entire house. So I begged him. I actually begged him to take off some of the concrete and then make some space for some trees, no matter how small the quantity is. It could be 2, it could be 1, but you should please make space. We are all guilty, especially those of us in the cities. Yes, because maintaining grass and maintaining all those trees are a bit difficult. That is what we think. But then if we look at the benefits that they come with, it far outweighs it.
It far outweighs it.
We are all guilty, and I know we are all going to repent.
We'll turn around.
Yes, we will sin no more.
Okay, wow. So I'd like to know, is there a particular phone number that people could call, you know, to engage, you know, officers around what they are doing? Maybe they have to make a report. Is there a phone number, a dedicated line that they could call?
Yes, we have some numbers here. If anyone wants to call for further clarification about this project, the person can call 020 82 90 797. I'll repeat, 020 82 90 797 or 0244 643780. 0244 643780. Now, after you've planted your tree on Friday, 11 June, we want to see you. We want to see how many trees you planted and the type of trees you planted. So send us your pictures, your location, and any short report on 059 481 5682 on WhatsApp only. This is WhatsApp only. Let me repeat, 059 481 5682 on WhatsApp. We want to see you and also acknowledge you in further communication for the next project that we will do. So kindly do me the favor of sending your reports and your pictures.
Nice.
To this number.
Beautiful. And we are actually activating the phone lines right now. If you want to call in to ask any other question that you feel has not been addressed, the phone lines are activated. Give us a call. If it's about your experience with tree planting in the past and the benefits and you want to share, go ahead. If it's a question, we would like to know. Okay, so the phone lines are right now on the screen. Is 0555 65 7278. So please give us a call right now. I was going to ask this question. So beyond the planting, nurturing, what plans are there for nurturing? You know, if I want to nurture it myself, what should I do? How do I nurture it? You know, periodically, what do I do? And for the ones also that probably people don't get to nurture, how do we also cater for them as well?
One thing I keep saying is that when we plant the trees, we haven't finished. Okay. It is just one part of the whole program. You have to nurture it to grow. The first thing about nurturing is watering. You have to water it. That's why you have to get more information about the type of seedling you are going to plant from the Forestry Commission officer. Some will require that you plant it, you water it in the morning and in the evening, or some will require that you water it once a day. Once you get that information, you know how to go about it.
Please hold your thoughts. I hear we have a phone caller.
Hello, good evening.
Okay, good evening. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Maranatha.
Okay, and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Bolga.
Okay, so tell us, what would you want to share?
Yes, I'm very grateful for the program and then kudos for Ghana.
Wow.
I wanted to find out, there are some trees that are not supposed to be planted in a house. So those trees, is there any education? And then where are the particular places that the trees supposed to be planted? those education has to come out so that we don't end up of planting trees that can break your building, or we plant a tree on a road that will be used in future.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution. She's going to address that right away, okay? Thank you. So I think he just wants you to go over again where we can plant. And I think we even have a picture of that. If, John, can you please put it up, the picture of where people can plant? Yeah, you see it here, within schools, homes, large land for plantation, churches, communities, street avenues, boundaries. These are places that you can actually, plant these trees. And he was raising something around some trees not being good for, the home. And that's why I think you explained earlier that the person who gives you the seedling is going to guide you. Exactly. They will ask you questions. Where are you planting this? And based on that, they get to know.
Exactly.
Oh, very good.
That is why it is very important to speak with the Forestry Commission officer who will give you the seedlings. You have to explain to the person why you are planting the seedlings, where you are going to plant them, and then he will advise you. No, this particular tree will not be good at home because the roots are such that they can easily spread, beneath, and they can go under your wall or under your building. So if you don't give the officer all this information and you just pick the seedling and go and plant, you see that in the future you may have to cut it, which wouldn't be very good for us, because we don't want any tree to be cut, especially trees for Green Ghana Day that we have planted with so much love.
I can get you. I hear we have another caller. Please, what's your name?
Yeah, my name is Freeman, calling from Takrade.
Okay, Freeman from Takrade, please share your comments or your views.
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, if we have an application on the Play Store, like an app which you can download to your phone, if there's a particular advice on a plant or a particular detail on a plant, so that we can get to know more the information, because everything is going digital now. Okay. So if we get that application on the mobile phone, we can even try to educate ourselves more. So I want to ask if the Green Day or the electoral, those people planting those trees, do I have the platform on the Android or on the Apple Store so that we can download them and educate ourselves in the house? I think that will encourage us to do more in the planting.
Thank you for your recommendation. Thank you so much. So what would you want to say about it?
I would like to thank the caller. This is a very good one, and I've noted it down. This is the first time we are doing it, and I know that we will improve upon it in the coming years. Yes, as the years go by. So we will think about this one, give it a thought, and I think we will buy into it. It's a very good idea. Thank you very much.
Amazing. And then I think I have got a comment here. The comment is from Latifa. Latifa says, please, do you have delivery services? Some of us may not be able to get to the Forestry Commission to get our seedlings. So if you can consider delivery services, maybe at a little fee, we would also buy that idea. Okay, so that's another, recommendation from Latifa. So I think you've noted that as well.
Yes, I've noted that one too. It's a good idea. Yes, some people are very busy at their workplaces and they may not have anybody to help them collect their seedlings. We've taken note of it and we'll think about such people in the next and coming ones. It's a good one.
Amazing. Interestingly, our time is up. And I don't want you to forget what she said about, getting your seedlings. Please call the dedicated line and also try and nurture the plant. Once you plant it, you water it. And please continue with the watering. Should the watering be every day or over maybe 2 days? How often should we be doing the watering?
It depends on the type of seedling you planted.
Okay.
Yes, and we assume you might have gotten all that information from the Forestry Commission officer who gave you the seedlings.
The seedling.
Exactly.
Everything seems to be well packaged. So we look forward to the 11th of June when Ghana goes planted. So if you've not gotten your seedling, please go to the various places she mentioned and get your seedling. Get ready to do the planting. I will be planting and I expect you to do the same. This show is going to be repeated on Saturday at 12 noon. If you couldn't start from the beginning, don't worry. you've not missed out much. We are also going to upload it on our YouTube page, and then we are also going to have it on Watch Party. Those of us who are watching on Facebook, if you just go back to eTV Ghana's Facebook page, you'll get to find it there. If you go to Forestry Commission as well, I'm sure you'll find the footage there as well. So information is all around you. Lizzie's Tomato Mix, thank you so much for supporting this show. You've been amazing. And the jollof rice, groundnut soup, and all the delicious dishes we've been using you to prepare. Hey, we want to say thank you. Keep producing more of Lizzie's Tomato Mix. If you've not tried it, please go and get yours. So I am using it and it's really working for me. So I will link you up to the next show that'll be coming up very soon, and that's a late night celebrity show. So do not go away. Do enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you. Bye-bye.